Well, let's bring in Umar Baba Kano, who is the National Secretary of the Independent Petroleum Association of Nigeria, otherwise known as IPMAN. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much.
I mean, we've seen these queues resurfacing in Abuja, and the NNPC says it's as a result of low loadouts and after holiday purchases. It says there's enough product for the country for the next 43 days. However, IPMAN, on the other hand, is saying this is a tip of the iceberg. They're going to have more queues and fuel shortages. Who should Nigerians believe? What is going on?
Yeah, the thing is that it takes two to tangle, so to say. The problem was there before, even before the before going for the breaks. So even exactly. So even though our members also like had some small respite because it like took shape, it has virtually been resolved. So but later on, so after taking like that break, we thought it is like normal. So later on, because over 50% of our workers like relented, maybe going for the Salah break and the rest. So that also contributed to it, so to say. But now we are all hands are on deck. So we are hoping, inshallah, within the shortest time possible, things will improve because as the NNPC said, the stock is there in the depots, in the ships and whatsoever. But the thing is that it's not enough. You have to transport it from the depots down to the stations because a layman expects to only take fuel directly in the filling station. That's just the answer he wants to hear, which is our primary responsibility, so to say. So, but as you are also aware about this petroleum equalization funding stuff, the thing is that we need to be paid. We are buying diesel maybe just of recent, maybe a month ago or so, we are buying diesel less than 400 naira per liter. Today we are buying it at 700 naira per liter. And if you calculate, maybe let's take for example from Lagos to Suleja or Abuja to say as a layman, the thing is that we are being paid around 16 naira per liter. If you calculate it to an average of roughly a 45,000 liter truck, it's going to give you about 700 and something thousand naira. And if you buy a diesel of 1,000 liters from Lagos to here, what's the translation? It's still that 700,000 naira. So we are just trying to remain in business. It's not that we are happy with doing business, sincerely speaking, because as I always say, the last time when I was in one of the channels talking, we are being paid the same margin, the same profit margin on a liter of product, since we are buying liter of a product at the rate of 60 naira. In short, 45 naira or so to say.
Regardless of where you're selling.
Exactly.
Now, isn't that where the petroleum equalization
no, petroleum equalization only equalizes the transport fare. Yeah. There's normally the transport fare because transport should be different from retailing.
Okay.
As a transporter, because there are some people who are only transporters and there are some people who are marketers.
But the people who are demanding this 500 billion naira bridging claims, otherwise known as, you know, transportation claims, they're marketers.
Yeah, we are marketers. The thing is that, that's okay.
First off, how is it possible that within 9 months, this claims were allowed to, you know, pile up to this amount? What exactly was responsible for that? And is the regulator doing more harm than good to IPMAN? I mean, since the merger, DPR, PF, PPPRA were merged.
Anyway, it's too early to say maybe they are doing harm than good, but the way things are unfolding, you might be able to say within the shortest time possible. The thing is that we are, marketers are not paid as at when due. The thing is that petrol stations and trucks, for a truck to park a day, it decounts on us or on the generality of the populace. Imagine, IPMAN controls over 80% of the retailing outlets in this country, translation to over 80,000 filling stations. Each filling station might have the list you have, before you become an independent marketer, you must have a filling station, at least a truck or two, before you'll be registered as a marketer. So that's where independent marketers have these claims. But in some cases, like maybe in the major marketing system, there are some people are only transporters, while some are just their dealers. So, but in independent marketing system, we are transporters. We transport our product by ourselves because we will not wait for anybody to transport the product for you, because it's just maybe like a small company that has 1 or 2 stations, even though some of us has over 100 or so. So the thing is that what's happening here is that if at all you come to realize, you must have a truck. So for you to even move that truck, you need this diesel to move the truck. And then normally you are supposed to be paid as at when due. Maybe normally when they started this, there's this project Aquila that they were doing. Normally a week or two you are being paid. So at least maybe if you have maybe like 5 trucks which are on the run, if you load the first truck, before the second truck comes, they must have paid you the money for the first one. Then it gives you, an ample opportunity to continue a business. But now the 80% of our money is now stocked in
so
that.
So what exactly is the way out? Because let's even assume that government goes ahead to pay this 500 billion naira bridging claims by Ipman. After this payment is done, are you saying we will not find ourselves back in this situation where we're lining up at the filling stations?
Before you answer that, before the solution, the authority had recently said they delay in payment of these bridging claims due to the verification of claims by the transporters. They have to verify the amount you're churning out to them. That's one. They also have paid 22.7 billion naira just 3 months ago. So help us understand, if they paid 3 months ago 22.7 billion naira, how are they owing 500 billion naira for 9 months?
Thank you very much. You know, the thing is that it is a continuous business. The thing is that you take, for example, somebody, if you eat in the morning 9 a.m. if you don't have anything by 2 a.m. it's like if you have never taken anything. So the thing is that we have to be supplying day in, day out. No, we doesn't have to. Generally in the oil and gas, we don't have any break. In short, there was not even break. It's just maybe like being relaxed of going for this salah break or whatsoever. That is why this fuel problem resurfaced. So the thing is that you must have to be always on deck. If at all you are not being paid today, then tomorrow it will count on you, and then later on the multiplier effect is going to like come back onto the.
Okay, respond very quickly to the way out, the sustainable solution to it.
Anyway, the thing is that we need to be paid as at when due, because at least if at all we are being paid, it won't be as bad as it is. And moreover, if at all it is being paid, then so many things couldn't have gotten to this stage. You know, and finally we are imploring on the government to see what they can do, because the thing is that we cannot even continue to move with this present skyrocketing prices of diesel.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much. Umar Baba Kano, Secretary, IPMAN, Independent Marketers, Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria.